Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
61. Matchbox, right. Ready.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first and 10, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Love. That's complete to his running back, Conner. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my...
From the gun, Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Yellow. Put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punt. 15. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. On the ball. So, Charlie. 51. Mike, 51. I got you. First right.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, 43, 15.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this... This is about. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hilliard. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go. He said go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A.J. Green. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 43, 15. 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 51 to mine. Delta. 51 to mine. Here we go. Our side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. 51, Mike 51. You. Hey, 15. Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Ravens 6.
Mahomes now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ready, set. We're going 25 to Mike. Man, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet. Ready.
On second down, it's Conner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They run with Conner. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Chopper, chopper, let him.
On first down, it's Samuels. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Exit. Check, 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 check. Ready, go.
Here's second and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's how we
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
At 25 to Mike. Hey, 25 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Ready.
Throwing on third and long. Love trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. General, West.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Yellow! Our blue ladies! Undercross! Yellow! Mike 51. Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch. I got you!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And a Raven first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it. 43!
Now Mahomes. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
T. Here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
64, weak.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Attack! Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 51's the mic. Smoke. Here we go. Hey, Mike 51.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, red wave. 51's the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Here I come. 51 mic. Easy. Watch the pass. Check three.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch. Alpha. 51. 3 buzz. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Yellow. That's the way.
And the blitz does come. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart. 51. Mike 51. Let's make these babies.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
Yellow. I've got blue lady. Hero 15. 51 Delta. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. In your face. My side. My side.
He'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. 57.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
What you got? What you got, Evan? Yellow. What you got, Evan? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. That's right. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the mic.
2nd and 11. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tighten up, tighten up. Attack, attack. Nice 7, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Move, move, move. Mike 51, Mike 51. You bet. Yellow. You bet.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start with a give to Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Connor. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Good, 10 Tucson. Check, 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 check.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Love. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Minus 50, minus 50. Watch the pass. Hey, on the ball. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run for it with Samuels. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I got it. 51 to Mike. 51. Hey, 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 26.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Procise. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 99. Check 99.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, a give to Connor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means Your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Let go. At 25.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Chad Hunt. 30 base. Let's go. Right there. Hey, D-Lo. Seam 6. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Come on, baby. Go, go. See what you got. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Squeeze, squeeze, double up. Ready.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 58. 58 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Go.
On 4th down, Love. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I think you got it, Sam. Charlie. It's 50, Mike. It's 50. Stay with your man. Hey, let's go. 50.
Back to throw. Love. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Marr now to add the extra point. And they have got the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One final try from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.